Hello everybody, and Jess here, and welcome back to Metallic Rouge, episode 11, in which we will probably arrive at Venus? Probably. Maybe. I know. I'm not sure, honestly. We still have like 3 more episodes to go, because this show is 13 episodes long. So, anything can still happen. Honestly. Anything and everything. But yeah. Let's talk about previous episode. In the previous episode, Cyan was found aboard the ship. She threw out whatever weapon Naomi was carrying. It was like an anti-phaser, I think it's called. Something like that. The weapon that she used that disrupts the whatever waves of a neon and renders them inoperable, I guess you could say. Cyan just threw it overboard and crawled into the briefcase herself because she wants to be with her sister. Yeah. Apparently, this is Cyan's true personality, real personality. She likes her sister, she wants to be with her sister. Why she attacked Rouge then? Apparently it was a voice telling her to do that. I'm not 100% sure whose voice was it. I think it sounded a little bit like Roy Junghart, but I'm not entirely sure. It would lend credence to my belief that Roy might still be alive, somehow, somewhere. I know, we'll see, perhaps even living as the puppet master, who's to say. So a bunch of shenanigans happened. Cyan is not easy to tame, so to speak, and also the fact that Naomi doesn't like her doesn't help, because there's a lot of friction between those two. Thankfully, Rouge is there to calm her down and give her a talking to and tell her to not do that, right? Don't attack people just because you don't like them, yada 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 yada. So chances are it's gonna work out. Hopefully it's gonna work out. We'll see. We will see, of course. Then they created a plan of action, and I was about to sneeze, but it... Okay, let's continue. They created some sort of a battle plan. We weren't privy to what exactly was that, so I don't know, can't tell. We'll see what that is. What's the plan exactly? Rouge, of course, would like to just jump in and without any plan, just, you know, do whatever. Just start punching people. That would be her preferable way of going about it. Naomi got a call from the ex-Noah as well. Again, we weren't privy to what that call was about, so that's another unknown. Meanwhile, Jean is in custody, kinda sorta, of the Immortal Nine, who have a nice dinner. They served the chocolate, and they reminisce of the family, of how fun it was to be together with Jean, even treating him like a brother almost. Some of them were having some fun by the lake, swimming and swimming in the lake and being on a boat. And oh, remember that one? She really liked to draw. You know, reminiscing about the family members who have died, unfortunately. And then what? Then they boarded the carnival, I believe, and we met the puppet master again, who turns out, or at least claims, to be a human, working with the usurpers. Yes, Yuunoids, but a human, which is interesting because he doesn't look the part. I know. I'm not sure if he actually is a human, or is he a Yuunoid, or is he some sort of amalgamation. Remains to be seen, of course. We still don't know what is the actual exact motivation of the Yuunoids. Why are they attacking? Why do they have beef with Ex-Noah? Why do they have beef with humanity? We don't know that. The general plan that the Immortal Nine have, though, is to conquer humanity and make Jean the humanity's leader. Right? A puppet leader, basically keeping humanity in check, so that the Neans don't have to. They can just do whatever and tell Jean that, hey, listen, there's like a little bit too many humans there. Could you like call them out because we want to create new Neon village in that place? So could you like, I know, incinerate them, something, whatever. You're their leader. Probably something along those lines. Although again, we don't know that. We don't know the full plan. And the episode ends with the ship that. Oh, before that, Eden is alive but is losing memories. Apparently, the id being taken out didn't kill him, but makes him leak memories out. He hums a song one moment, then forgets how it went, then he tries to hum it again, and he no longer remembers the tune. So yeah, losing an id is bad because you lose your memories. Then we end it with the puppet master assembling all the Immortal Nine and the ids extracted from the ones who have died in some sort of a circle, extracting something from them. I assume the Code Eve elements, parts, segments of Code Eve. Jean arrives there with Machias. And yeah, the question is, will the Machias twins also lay down there and give up their lives or ids or whatever, or will they rebel? Because we know that Alice wanted to join the Immortal Nine, but Alice was against it. So there is a possibility for a little bit of a rebellion. They are also with Jean, and they kind of treat Jean like an older brother. So perhaps Jean telling them, hey, yo, don't do that, will actually carry some weight. We'll see. And lastly, the ship that Rouge, Naomi, and the gang are boarding is being attacked by missiles. So a very cliffhangery ending, and we are going to be starting where we ended off, I guess, because I can see the first frame is the ship and the missiles on the screen. So, what do I expect from today's episode? Probably making it to Venus, landing, and something, maybe some fighting. Meanwhile, on Jean's side, I assume the weird circle extracting the Code Eve will progress, or Jean and Machias will attack the Puppet Master, or something is gonna happen with in that regard with that little subplot. We'll see, of course. To do that, you will need your subs to follow along with me. I'm gonna need my sound to hear what's going on in the show, and I'm gonna have to ask you for support. Support the channel if you want monetarily on Patreon or YouTube down below, or not. Share my content, spread the word, costs you nothing and helps a lot. And with that, we can start watching episode 11 of Metallic Rouge in 3, 2, 1, go! Yeah, don't forget how to operate it. Yeah, they really didn't manage to evade it. Also, I know that the finale has released today. I'm gonna try to catch up, is all I'm gonna say. Not all the shows of the next season have started yet. Pretty much only Spice and Wolf out of the ones that I'm watching. So I'm still gonna have some free time to catch up, hopefully. I wonder, are we still going to see those fights? Or is it like legitimately the fights of the past that Rouge has already fought. It doesn't look like Venus. It looks like Mars. So I don't think those are like bits and pieces from an episode. I don't know. We'll see. Da, 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 da. I like this ending to this opening. Where are we and what are we doing? We are in a memory. Oh, creating the Immortal Nine? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Even Jalon looks oddly mellow here, doesn't he? Also heterochromia? No, she doesn't have heterochromia. And have they arrived safely? Or have you destroyed their ship and they're just dead? I mean, Ash would be dead. The others are Neans, so they would survive in the like void of space. Probably wouldn't survive re-entry, although Jalon did. So maybe they would actually survive re-entry. If they henshin, at least. Can Naomi henshin? She's not a combat model, so that's not a given. Yeah, you could say that, I guess. Yeah. What other choice do you have, really? Uh-huh. Hopefully you're able to. Okay, so I guess extracting Code Eve isn't like sacrifice? Okay, I fully expected it to be a sacrificial act. There was a team? Mm-hmm. Okay, so she disappeared. She's not dead. Nian. Roy. And Nian. Okay. Which one? And ex-Noah? Wouldn't surprise me, actually. Entirely plausible. Why Rouge in particular? Oh. Yeah, I mean, makes sense. Right, so it's you who wanted all or nothing. Basically. He wanted coexistence, you wanted war. And who are you lot? I mean, probably like world leaders or whatever, but still. Mm-hmm. Which is probably suboptimal. Are they your agents? That is, if you mean Rouge and the gang and not someone else. How would you know of Rouge and the gang being there, though? Through Naomi? Oh, no. Yeah, not with her on board. Yeah, let's not split up. Right, let's not do that, maybe. You ran away from her. You left her behind, that's where she is. Okay, yeah. Let's frame it as a game. That makes sense. Of course they're playing directly into Puppet Master's hands. He's not called Puppet Master for no reason, after all. Also, what do you know of cyan? Whose Eid is it? Nah, kinda, sorta. A kiss? A kiss. There are some wonky faces in this episode, I noticed. Yeah. That also works. Yeah, that's possible. Then again, Ash has a good handle on kids like her, so it's probably not gonna be as bad. Yeah, I mean, you can't deny the logic in that. I wonder why is she not henshined yet? Is there like a cost associated with it? A drain on your energy or something? And what about it? Right. We can make new ones without Code Eve implemented in them, or without Asimov code, rather. Yeah, but it doesn't belong to Neons alone either. Yes, usurpers are opportunistic. They're using you, they're using the opportunity you are creating, not the other way around. Make no mistake there, Sylvia. Make no mistake. You're not the one using the usurpers. Is Eden Jean's son, father? Is that what it is? I don't know, honestly. It's not improbable. Or not impossible. Probability is low, though. Yes, you did. Good girl. Oh, variation on the theme song. Oh, that's awkward. Yes. Because her own brethren were against coexistence. Could it be that it's Machias who's gonna be the wild card here? Deciding the fate of how it goes? Okay, so it is Puppet Master speaking to her. Yeah, well, they have no chance. Not without Cyan. Oh, that's Eden's Ed. Also, I like the attention to detail that at this altitude on Venus, you don't really need like a full suit, you just need a rebreather. Because the like pressure and radiation are fairly reasonable. And who's underneath the mask? Roy? It's gotta be Roy. Or Ava. Roy. Shoot first, yell second. Shoot at all. And you're still not going to shoot. Yep, you're still not going to shoot. Okay. I tried everything and I'm all out of options. I tried nothing and I'm all out of options. No. Probably not. Why are you headed there and not to the carnival? Okay. Okay, we're going low FPS here. That's Jalen. Punch a hole through his chest. Okay, so you don't need to, like, attach cables to it or anything. It just goes in and it works. Gotcha. And I was correct that, holy shit, he's Jean's father. How does that work exactly? How does it work? I guess Neans can't be that different from humans if it worked, right? Interesting. I wonder if it's gonna have some repercussions that Jean is half Nian. Actually, one very simple repercussion that's entirely plausible. Jean henshins. Jean henshins. A lot has happened this episode. I'm wondering what's gonna be the wild card that decides the fate and the resolution of the battle here. Let's watch it again, shall we? Yes, we shall. Yeah, impact, and they get shot down, unfortunately. Nians are born to Ava. Where was Roy when all of that was happening? That's a good question, right? And yeah, look at how mellow Jalon is looking here. He has no snark on his face, no crazy smile, none of that. Everybody's smiling, everybody's happy. And someone had to fuck it up. Your eyes are the same color as Ava's. Yeah, Ava had hazel, orange-ish eyes, and Jean has one eye orange. I wonder if the other one is artificial, maybe? I know. Miss Rouge and her party, they were shot down. Yeah, it works. Whatever works, right? She's family. A new world is about to be born. Roles are given when it is time for them to be given. Everybody is being manipulated and controlled by the puppet master. And Sylvia, Jill, whatever we want to call her, doesn't even realize. That's the worst part here. She fully believes that she's being the opportunist here. That they're being opportunistic and they are using the puppet master. They are using the usurpers. How the fuck can you hope to use someone called the motherfucking puppet master? Of course you're the one being controlled. He's the fucking puppet master here, not you. You're silver. You can, I know, make kitchenware or whatever. You're not the puppet master here. You have a wonky face. That's what you have. The son of Eva Cristella. Member of Dr. Jung's development team. I wonder if he actually is Dr. Jung. I think I even have it noted down somewhere. I must have. Puppet Master ties to Junghardt family. Puppet Master is Rouge's and Jean's father. Yeah, so Roy. In parentheses. Roy. Your mother. The hope was named Code Eve. Yeah. She placed all that hope inside of the Immortal Nine. We know all of that. Unspeakable secret love to a Nian, to Eden, apparently. I guess it makes sense. Why would Eden side with Rouge then, and not with Jill, right? Because the hope is that they will coexist. Eden loved a human, so of course he would want Neans and humans to coexist. Of course he would not subscribe to Jill's belief that it's time for the Neans to oppress humans. Neans were oppressed long enough, now it's time to do the oppression ourselves. Of course he would want coexistence. Makes perfect sense. He would want to help his son, and his son wants coexistence. Another very good reason to do that. Soul World is a stage. I mean, yeah, sure it is. Your mother tried to cut the strings of Asimov that were placed on the Neans. That is why she created Rouge, a red star. Right, Rouge as the final element, the 10th altar, the 10th member of the Immortal. No, not really a member of the Immortal Nine, but kinda, sorta, with ties to them. So does it mean that Rouge was created in secrecy? No, she remembers Roy. She was being observed by Roy, so I don't know exactly. You used Rouge to bury the Immortal Nine. Interesting that some members of this group would not know that. And by some members, I mean Machias. Why would it be the Machias twins specifically that were excluded from this knowledge? I mean, we don't know whether Sarah and the others who have died already, whether they also knew of it or not. But interesting to me that the Machias twins don't know about it. And it makes me believe that they will be the wild card here, that they will side with Jean eventually. Jill will believe that she has everything under control, maybe even the puppet master, but then the Machias twins have a change of heart. And they switch sides, and they shoot Jill in the back of the head, or something like that. Possible. Yeah, that was, like, the issue that the Machias twins had here. If only you talked to us first, and he did. He did talk to Jill, but Jill didn't want coexistence. That's the thing. That's the thing. Jean extended an olive branch. Jean proposed, let's coexist. But Jill wanted to burn everything down instead. Oh no, he's misguided. That corrupt organization would engulf his idealism. We have to fight. We have to kill. We have to kill our creator. It's on Jill. It's on her. Wholly and entirely on her. And the military, of course, has to fight the Yunoids. If that attack were to shut down or damage the black reactor, it would create a black hole that would destroy or throw off Venus, which is still entirely possible that it will happen. I know, maybe we'll see. Actually, a very, like, easy, well, easy quote-unquote, way to terramorph Venus, move it away from the sun so it cools down naturally, right? It would work. Now, sure, you have to deal with the atmosphere now and everything else that would be caused by that, but at least the temperature and solar radiation would be covered. And the solar wind would not be blowing away any atmosphere you might want to put there. It might even be able to form its own ozone layer, yeah? Right? It would work. Junghardt is on Venus. Yeah, we have people on the inside, but those people are not able to do much, I'm afraid. And of course we're gonna split up. Of course we are. Roy. Ash might be another bit of a wild card. His potential influence over Cyan. Now we know that he wasn't able to exact it perfectly because Cyan listened to the voices anyway. But he still has a lot of control over her in like a good positive way. So maybe. Then again, it really does seem like everything is going perfectly to their plan, to the Puppet Master's plan. And apparently Graufon has beef with Eden for some reason. I don't know why exactly. Maybe he also loved Ava. That's possible. And now he loves Sylvia, whatever. Yeah, worrying about Cyan for a reason. Now we know that. Again, question, why is she not henshined right now, like 24/7? I don't think it has like a particular drain on your battery or whatever. At least we weren't shown that, we weren't told that. We generally weren't told any limitations of their henshin, of their gladiator form in the first place, so I don't know. It would seem prudent to me for her to henshin right now. It would be easier. She might be able to cut through the doors and not follow the path created for them, but rather chase after Cyan. Right? Why don't you do that? Henshin, pull out your plasma sword, cut open the door, and chase after Cyan. Plot reasons, I mean, that's like the perfect explanation here. For plot reasons, we had to separate them. But I'd rather Rouge try and fail, because maybe the doors are, I don't know, hooked up to a jammer or thermal sink or whatever, and it's not gonna work. Whatever technical mambo jumbo you think of would be better than just not even trying. Not all Nians will come to you like Graufon did, yeah, sure. But we will discard the ones who don't want to join the revolution, and we will create new allies. That's another wonky face. That's basically her reasoning, right? If you're not with us, with the revolution, wanting to overthrow the people, you're useless to us. We will make another one. You go to the gulag, Tavarish. I can simply keep making new allies, yeah. Can simply keep doing that. She doesn't care about the Nians, notice. In what she says here, she doesn't care about them. She treats them as a resource, exactly like the humans do. They're just allies, sure. They're a resource, they're your army. She doesn't care about the existing ones. She can just make new ones as a resource. That's the big ironic thing here. This world doesn't belong to humans alone, it belongs to Asnians as well. If you believe that, why did you not side with Jean when he came to talk to you about the exact same fucking thing? About coexistence? Why did you not work with him then? That's not her goal. Her goal is revenge. Make no mistake. And yes, she's only helping the usurpers, all the while believing that she's the smarter one. All the while thinking that she outsmarted the usurpers. That she out-puppeted the fucking puppet master. That's not how it works. If that's the case, I'll make them regret it. What makes you think that you stand a chance against the usurpers? Because nothing makes me believe that. Yeah, we're going for the codec analyzer first, of course. I made my own choice. Yes, you did. Good girl. It sets us in this, like, at this moment, not false yet, but we soon enough learn, false sense of security that Cyan can make her own decisions and do what she wants. But no. But no, later on she's controlled easily enough. You ordered that girl to kill her own brethren? Yes, because her own brethren were threatening to kill humanity. Basically, are you a murderer if you kill a murderer to prevent them from murdering. Right? This sort of a dilemma. This gives me hope, though. I don't totally hate that kind of stupidity, though. This gives me hope that the Macias twins will actually be the wild card here. My daughter born in the carnival, so now we have a proper, direct answer as to where does Cyan come from. She comes from the carnival. The puppet master scanned Rouge, let her go, and based on that scan, he created Cyan. You can't let that voice... Yeah, she did let it win, though. You're the only one who can stop her now, and I wonder if that is where the another... No. What am I saying? We know that the puppet master took Cyan, so no, that's not where Ash being a wild card comes in. I'm the one his business with. I wonder why. Why did Graufon let him just go, let Ash go? He just did. He has business with Eden, apparently. Apparently they have some sort of a beef. My sweet beloved daughter, that voice isn't my father's. It has to be Roy. This is... that's another moment of stupidity in this episode. First one was Rouge not henching and cutting through the door and going after Cyan. Another one is here. You shoot first. Then you reveal that you are there. The motherfucker has his back turned to you. Get out. Empty your magazine, barrel, clip, whatever. Then talk. Shoot in the first place. I mean, sure, okay, talk, but follow that by shooting. You did fucking neither. You're useless, Ash. You're just useless right now. You will be playing a new role. What kind of a role would it be, I wonder? Is she gonna become the new puppet master? I fell into your trap, hook, line, and sinker. Yes, you did. You can still shoot. You still have your gun. Or not. I guess you dropped it. Whoopsie doodles, butterfingers. What's gonna become of Cyan, I wonder? What is going to become of her? I really like this change in lighting here. It looks really nice. What do you mean? You did nothing, and you're surprised that a bad thing happened, my dude. You attempted no solution, and you're weirded out that it wasn't solved. We're going for the black reactor for some reason. I have to stop Sylvia's crew at any cost. Are you going to blow up the reactor? And yeah, Rouge, please don't fall for it. You're smarter than that, girl. You are smarter than that. Your son, the shunned child, is still breathing. Give Jean back, and they're gonna fight over Jean. Apparently, I don't know. Interesting that Graufon has, like, bluish-gray eyes, and Jean's right eye is bluish-gray. Are they, like, both fathers to Jean? Probably not, but why would Graufon have beef with him? I don't fucking know, man. We're gonna need the next episode to explain it. I mean, as is usually the case, right? We need the next episode to continue from the previous one. That's how stories work. That's how anime works, and TV series and everything else. Oh boy. Boy, oh boy. That was a nice episode. Where are you going? Very much enjoyed it. How do I phrase it well? How do I phrase it well? How do I phrase it well? There's so many things that happen in this episode that I'm even like having trouble even finding something to get started. But I think the main thing that really shines through everything in this episode is Jill's stupidity. It really does. She, not just stupidity, but also malice and stupidity. She had a chance to coexist with humans and then threw that chance away, and now she wants to defeat the humans and fight the humans to be able to coexist with them. Why? Why? It's like you need to go somewhere, someone offers you a lift, you say no, and you walk, and then you complain that you're tired. Why? Why did you do that, Jill? Outside of, revenge. But did you have any reason to seek revenge? Code, the Asimov code. Sure, I guess that would be a reason. You rebel against the very idea of the Asimov code. But you would have much better chances working with Jean than working against Jean. And then, even if we assume that, sure, it's a just cause, freeing the Neans, even if we take away the whole factor of Jill's version of freeing the Neans consisting of defeating humanity and oppressing humanity, even if we get rid of that, her bright idea is to try and control the puppet master. Her bright idea is to work with evil aliens who are evil, who have evolved to be evil, and thinking that she's the one using them. How stupid can you be? And all the other Neans following her, except the Macias twins, I guess. I can see Graufon following her out of the sense of, I don't know, duty, or maybe out of love or friendship or whatever. Jalon probably following her for shits and giggles. He just wants to live in interesting times, and if the times are not interesting, he's gonna create interesting times. I guess it makes sense why she told nothing to the Macias twins, because they immediately saw through the bullshit. Yeah. I really don't like Jill. I really don't like her. She was given help, she was given a solution, and then she said, no, I don't want a solution, I want to be angry. That's what she did. And then she had the bright idea to control the ones in control. Mind-blowing. Fucking mind-blowing, honestly. I guess that kind of took over this episode for me, because even the reveal of Jean being Eden's son just kind of fell flat. Like, I know that it's supposed to be that big, huge reveal, and whoa, what? How did that happen? But it was fairly heavily implied early on, so the reveal wasn't that much of a shocker. And me being just so obsessed with Jill's string and stream of bad decisions just kind of overshadowed it, I guess. And then we have also Rouge not trying to cut through the doors. Then we have Ash not wanting to use his gun, and everybody falling exactly into the hands of the puppet master. And they could try to not fall into his hands, but they do. They have ways of going against it. Ash could have shot, Rouge could have gone through the walls and doors, but they didn't. They're falling exactly into his hands. And my only hope, two hopes actually. two hopes. One hope is being the Machias twins, and the other hope is being whatever form Cyan turns into at Puppet Master's hands, or whatever plans he has for her will be influenced somehow by Ash or by Rouge. Those are my like two only hopes here, because the rest is hopeless, almost, honestly, hopeless. Everybody's falling for Usurper's shtick, everybody's falling for the Puppet Master's shtick. Yeah, I wonder where it's gonna go. I wonder where it's going. I can easily see Jill dying, for sure. Maybe even sacrificing herself for all the wrong reasons. I can see that being the case. I can see her just throwing herself off the place into the void of Venus or into a black hole or whatever, saying, "If I can't oppress humans, then I don't want to exist." Ah! And she dies. I can see that happening. entirely in character, it would be. I wonder who's gonna win, whether it's gonna be Eden or Graufon. My hopes are Eden, of course, but something tells me it might be Graufon. I know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see, of course. Yeah, I guess that's gonna be it. I'm not gonna just sit here and try to figure out what else to say if I don't have much more to say. So maybe you guys do. Maybe you have something more to say on the topic of this episode. If so, say so in the comments down below. What did you think of this episode, my reaction, my theories, stuff like that? No spoilers, please. Of course, spoilers can go to my Discord here, also in the description below. Like this video if you liked it, subscribe to be notified of future videos. Not only Metallic Rouge, but also Yuuki, Ayusha, Spice and Wolf, and others coming soon in the future. Click the bell to be notified of when I go live and when those videos go live. Support the channel if you want monetarily on Patreon or YouTube down below. On Patreon for $10 a month you get early access to non-seasonal shows like Yuuki, Yuuna, and for just $1 you get a role on the Discord and a place in the credits. You can also support me directly on YouTube via memberships, super thanks, super chats, and if you don't want to spend any money whatsoever, you don't have to. Share my content, spread the word, it costs you absolutely nothing and helps the channel a lot. And now, with all of that out of the way, that's gonna be it from me for today. So as always, you guys do all the good stuff, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Cheers! And here's my wonderful Patreons: QB Without a Netikope Survivor, Zairene, Absolution, Yukala, Ishtamu, Dr. Wood, Akamancer, Marsh, Fassel, and Hans Peter. And you can join them as well without having to make bad plans.